If you are caught in this rat race where you're constantly just cranking out track after track, beat after beat, and you're just hoping that somehow whatever you're doing and putting out onto the internet will eventually turn into some serious income for yourself, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is essentially like playing the lotto and calling it our retirement plan. I have a much better plan for you, and I'm going to explain to you what that is in this video. Welcome to Sync My Music. My name is Jesse. For the last 14 years, I've actually created full-time income with my music through the avenue of TV film sync licensing, and that's what I'm going to share with you in today's video. Maybe you've heard a little bit about it, maybe you've heard a lot about it, but I bet you won't know the things that I'm going to reveal to you in today's video. So you definitely don't want to miss this, and make sure you do like and subscribe to this channel for more helpful videos on this topic. So just like you, back in 2008, I was in a band. I was constantly cranking out new music. I was trying to get signed, gather a fan base, sell tickets, sell merch, go on tour, all the usual things that a musician does when they're trying to create income. However, I really had a lot of problems getting to the point where I was making money. In fact, I was forking out a lot more money than I was making. Maybe you can relate to that. And the biggest issue I had back then, and I think it's still a huge issue today with all the modern social media avenues and all the new ways that artists are trying to carve out a path for themselves, is this massive mystery box that keeps popping up in our ways as artists and producers. And what this mystery box represents is basically the unknown of what music should you be making, which track will be accepted by the masses, which track will go viral, which one will your fan base just go crazy for and want to share it and maybe even purchase it if anybody still buys music at all, or at least which track can you put out that will help it go viral through all the streaming platforms. We don't really know, right? It's a big mystery box. The public is a fickle beast. It's a fickle animal, and its tastes change from week to week, month to month, year to year. And a lot of times things that you think are going to be awesome and really relevant to your audience, they take a listen and they think, kind of sounds like it's been done before, or maybe it's too forward thinking, you're kind of too futuristic in your approach, or maybe you're too far back. Your music sounds dated because now if you're 6 months behind the trend, you sound like you're just ancient, like you're throwing together retro music. It's frustrating. I definitely get it. I understand that not knowing how to basically put that stuff out there or what the market is going to actually enjoy is it's just a huge point of your frustration, and it certainly was of mine. Now, when I got introduced into the TV film sync licensing world, I understood very quickly, and it was revealed to me very quickly, is that it doesn't have to be that mysterious. It doesn't have to be that hard. You don't have to actually stab in the dark to try to create income, and you don't have to feel like you're basically playing a lotto to try to earn some sizable income for yourself. So when you work with the TV film sync market, essentially what you're going to do is you're going to start creating music that is specifically tailored for music libraries. These are essentially like your publishers or distributors that are going to help you take your tracks and put them in TV shows, movies, commercials, radio stations, video games, streaming platforms. Even now what's coming up is VR content. So any type of content that essentially needs music, which is pretty much almost everything these days, those are the opportunities that your music library partner will help you secure. Okay, so your job is to just create the music, and their job is to get the placements. Now here's where we get to destroy that mystery box. A music library's job is to know what music their clients want, okay? So their clients are going to be those reality TV show producers, a trailer house, a film producer, a video game developer, anybody who's looking for music. So a library is basically going to have a lot of great ongoing conversations with those clients and ask them, what do you want? What do you need? Is there maybe some kind of reference track or a point you can say, this is the kind of music that you feel would work great for the project that you're working on? Let us know, because then we can go get our writers, which is going to be you, music producers and composers. We'll have all of our writers start feeding you exactly what you want, so you can all get paid, right? So you, the producer, the the songwriter, the artist, you can actually get paid because now you're going to know exactly what your client wants. Do you see how that's way different from what you've probably been doing in terms of just uploading beats, uploading tracks, trying to do collaborations, trying to throw out music videos, trying to do whatever you've been trying to do? It's a big gamble. Nobody really knows. There's no sort of brief that the public is going to give you and say, hey, if you make this type of music, I will absolutely support it. I will share it. That'd be great if we had that kind of a cheat sheet, but nothing like that exists. At least I'm not aware of it. But in the TV film sync world, there are those assets that can get you there. One is going to be a reference track. Okay, so when you work with a library, they'll tell you, make music like this. This is the kind of music, and they'll give you an exact link most of the time of an artist or a track that they think is really licensable, meaning it can get placed in many different outlets. And they'll tell you, make it like this, and then your chances of you getting placements are going to go much higher. Secondly, they can give you written notes like feedback and tell you exactly what you should be doing. A lot of times these come in the form of what's known as a brief. It's just going to be basically a written description of exactly the type of music that they're going to want from you so that they can serve it to their TV and film clients. So again, mystery box is not entering our world anymore. So there's amazing assets that are going to come to you in this business that will help you feel much more in control of your destiny. Because I know that's a big issue right now with a lot of artists and composers and producers is, I remember feeling that when before I got into TV film, it was like, is this going to work out? I hope, I wish, I'm going to try my hardest, but I really don't have any certainty as to whether or not I'm going in the right direction, right? You can actually know for sure if you're going in the right direction in this market, because once you get the brief, once you get the reference track, once you get those notes, you follow them to your best ability, you submit it. If you get the gig, a light bulb clicks on and you realize, aha, that's how you start making money with my music. I'm going to keep doing this. This is really cool. That's how I got started. I actually didn't think that TV film licensing was going to be my full-time focus. I saw it as a sort of side hustle, something on the side. But then as I got further into it and started getting more checks, more contracts, and more acceptances and more placements, I was like, yeah, I think I could see the path of least resistance, at least for myself. And I was very ready and excited to let go of that artist side of the world where I just was in the dark most of the time. I had no idea what I was doing. I felt hopeless. I was definitely excited. I was hopeful that, maybe not hopeful, but I had a sort of a sliver of hope that I was holding on to say, maybe I can make this happen. But when you're constantly being rejected, when you're constantly not getting a viral hit, when you're constantly not making money and paying out a lot of money and time, that hope starts to really dwindle. So you start to feel like, what's the point of any of this stuff? And a lot of producers and musicians who find this channel, like in a video like this, I'm usually finding you guys at a moment when you're about to give up or you're really getting burned out on that side of the business. And I really think that that's kind of where you need to be to start seeing this as a viable path, because sometimes if you're just excited about building your artist career, you don't really have ears to hear what I'm saying. But if you, right now, as you're watching this, if you have ears to hear this and it sounds intriguing, you're at least curious, you want to go a little further down this path to see if it's something you want to seriously dive into and decide whether or not you want to give it a full shot, I want to encourage you right now to click on the link in the description box of this video. It's going to get you started with a free starter course, okay? This is a 5-part course that will absolutely guarantee let you know whether or not this is going to be a good fit for you, okay? I can tell you right off the bat, probably 7 out of 10 of you, this is not the right fit. 7 out of 10 of you might even see the first video and realize, not really my thing. I don't think I would fit well into this business. Go find that out now though, and don't skip on this and then later on down the road wonder if that would have been a good choice for you. Get a yes or no answer for yourself right now for free, absolutely free. All you have to do is put in your email address and you get this course absolutely for free. And if you find after video 1 it's pretty interesting, keep going. It's a 5-part course, so you can keep going one after another if you want to, or if not, I will be emailing you those videos one at a time for the next 5 days. But get educated, get equipped with the knowledge, and get the understanding that I was lucky enough to get earlier on in my career. I know a lot of musicians and producers and artists did not get this knowledge early in their career, and they end up burning out and feeling just jaded, and they just hate the music business, they hate the world, they hate music. And I hate seeing those stories. It bums me out when I hear and I see the kind of jadedness and the bitterness that kind of creeps into musicians and producers as they get a little bit older and they realize that like that lotto plan of just hoping and wishing didn't work out, and they think that everything was stacked against them. No, nothing's stacked against you. It's just that you have to have a business mindset. You have to have you have to just be smart and come to this business with a service mindset and be humble about what can I do to help make other people's lives easier. If you have that attitude, or at least you feel like you could get into that attitude, you will be one of those 3 out of 10 that will do well in this business, that feel like this is actually something that can work out well for you. So don't skip that free course. Definitely click on that. And aside from that, I want to welcome you again to the channel. Please do subscribe, leave a like if you're new. And of course, if you're brand new, first video you ever watched, I would love for you to comment below, introduce yourself, let me know, where are you in your career? Are you feeling that burned out sensation? Are you fairly new to everything? Have you been in music for a long time? Are you brand new to it? I just love knowing who you guys are, where you're coming from, and where you are in your careers. So I hope this video helped you wherever you are in your journey.